It's your boy Foon Gizzle, man, aka Gizzle the God. Shout out First Class, Fly or Die, Floss, the whole movement. And I'm rocking with Sav Lab, you know it gets no realer. Seattle, baby.
You couldn't get this high, even if you hit this shit on another fly. You talk about it, but we living it. Stuntin' since a little kid, I'm a junior Olympian. While you was little leaguing, I was living on my dreams and shit.
Seattle Dustin with SavLab.com. It gets no realer. I'm here for one of my favorite knowns, perhaps unknowns, from the 206, Foon Gizzle. How you doing today, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man.
Now, CEO, owner of First Class Music. How did that come about?
Man, first we really got established with me and my brother Suave Colossal collaboratively between his movement and my own movement wanted to make it more solidified as a company. So him, Zay, Cooley Grande, AMA as a collaborative movement of artists just got the business plan going, and I pushed forward, got the payment stuff done, took what I needed to do as the role of the leader, and kind of got things rolling, man. We've been moving since then.
One of your members of your label, Suave Colossal, passed away.
Yeah. My man Suave.
You know, what happened, and what were you doing when you got the call?
Well, what happened was he actually had gone out to an event in Yakima where he had gone to high school and stuff. He had a lot of fan base out there that he had derived and built up. So he went to make an appearance at an event, and as the event was ending, there was some sort of commotion, and he ended up getting shot in the chest 2 times. And actually, when I got the call, we were celebrating one of my other bros' birthdays, which Suave was supposed to be. He was supposed to come with us and everything, but we just got, like, you know, missed up. And so I got the call at the end of the night, like 2:30 in the morning, someone asking me if he had passed away. And I mean, to this day, that shit's still heartbreaking. You know, it's a hard thing, you know what I'm saying,
Did you break down when you heard the news, or did it not hit you for a while? Because sometimes, you know.
I mean, as the night of, but it definitely didn't. I mean, it hit me, but it wasn't real to me. You know, I was still like on the search for information. I was calling left and right, you know what I'm saying, calling people he might have been with, you know, because the bro Early, if he wasn't with Early, he was with me. So Early was the first person I called. You know, I was shooting around trying to get information. And really, it was that morning when I woke up and, you know, Facebook posts was flooding in and my phone's blowing up, people asking me questions. That's when, you know, it really hit me and it broke down, because actually, with all the music I've been performing right now and doing on this little tour thing and stuff is music off an EP that me and him had collaboratively done, like, you know, all together. So, like, the breakdown of, you know, not just losing my friend, but, you know, what to do next, you know what I mean? That all, like, kind of hit me, you know what I'm talking about.
What's the craziest memory of him? Like the wildest shit you guys ever did? That you can tell on camera.
The wildest shit? I mean, actually, here I got a good one. The wildest memory I got with Suave is we opened up for YG out in Yakima. And the show finally ends, everything broke down, and as we're saying what's up to Mustard and YG and their whole entire posse and everybody in the backstage hallway, so I was like, hey, come on, let's go outside. We were like about to go smoke, whatever it was, go, you know, chill, cool out, because everyone was going outside to figure out what the after move was. And while we're chilling out there, man, these girls that were on his tour, on YG's tour, came out wilding, like freaking out, screaming, and one girl throws the girl up against the fence and is just giving it to her, and my instinct is like, oh, I'm gonna break it out, I'm gonna help out or whatever, you know what I'm saying, break it up. And Suave's goofy ass is like, nah, game, Vine it, put that on Vine. So if you guys go on my Vine at Foon Gizzle, man, you can find that Vine to this day, man. And they got the Vine of the fight, and YG came out and was wild, and that's one of the wildest memories I got of, bro, that I can tell on camera.
Now, growing up in the north, you grew up in the north end of Seattle?
Yeah, north side.
Now, growing up in the north end, what do you think about white people using the N-word? You know, they use some they use it and think it's all good out here.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a real good question, man. I think that with any word, it's all about connotation, purpose, and delivery. You know, so I use the word nigga. I will address a white, Asian, female, man, dog, puppy, whatever it is, as my nigga, or you know, using the N-word in whatever connotation, because to me it's the same thing as bro, friend, the shorter term for someone who's like a companion, a friend to you, you know what I mean? But in terms of aggression or as use of like to belittle someone, I mean, for anyone to use it in any way, like, you know, I don't think a black man should call another black man a nigger, you know what I mean? Just like I don't think a white man should say that same thing, you know what I mean? And up in the north end, it is one of the more mixed places, so there's not the same numbers you got as you do when you know, out south.
You're 23, moved from Zimbabwe at the age of 4, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the story behind your family moving to the United States?
The reason that we moved out here originally is my parents are both very well educated, and my mom was going to transfer to a university out here in the States. My dad had done some exchange work over here, and when they came to Seattle, it was just a place that they loved. So in terms of going to, when she went to the UW, we ended up just following the processes necessary to end up just sticking around and staying here. Yeah. Now,
a lot of times they might think that rap artists necessarily are good athletes, but you're a pretty good athlete. Most might think you might play football or basketball, but you choose a different route.
Yeah.
You play soccer and you did taekwondo.
Yeah.
And you do that at, you know, very high levels. What's the story behind that?
Man, so with soccer, I've been playing soccer my whole entire life. But growing up, when I was really growing up, shout out to Team Revolution, Taekwondo. I was doing Taekwondo for like everyday type shit. And we went to like Junior Olympic, US Open levels, and really got up with it. And some political stuff happened. I'm not gonna name drop because people will probably end up watching this, but some political stuff happened, so the team ended up breaking up. And at that point, I was going to high school then. I was, you know, really kind of coming into myself, so I made the executive decision to just follow the pursuit of playing soccer. And I played basketball and football for the high school and stuff like that, but collegiately and stuff like that, I was always driven to, you know, play soccer right now, and I still play men's league and stuff like that when I can.
Anything but down to earth, rolling up these zones of earth. Spend some time with lots of women, try to leave no feelings hurt. Don't wanna slide in your skirt, my motivation the purse. If I do it right, me and my son is bending hers.
Does soccer and taekwondo, does it play into your music, like strategy wise? Perseverance wise, competitively wise?
Yeah, I mean, taekwondo, the first tat I ever got, man, is right here. That's from my taekwondo coach. It says, where the will goes, the body will follow. And I mean, that's something that stuck with me. So that's I try and emulate that with anything. Your only limitations are within yourself. So when I'm doing music, it is as passionate as if I'm like, you know, working out or playing soccer, or I'm about to get in a fight, because I'm ready to get it done. You know, when I'm in the studio, I'm working. Like everybody who goes to the studio with me knows that we're going there. It's time to handle some business and get what we need to get done. Especially when I'm performing too. Like it's the same type of energy. I want to give to the crowd my entire self. By the time I walk off the stage, man, I'm probably drenched in sweat. You know, I got to get a new change of clothes or whatever it is, because that's just, you know, it's just that same type of passion and energy into it. You know what I mean?
When's the last time you've been to Zimbabwe?
I was in Zim last in 2011, and the first time I got to go back since moving out here was 2009. That was my junior year of high school.
Do you feel that your responsibility to the people of Zimbabwe that like stunt out here in the States, like, live a better life? Because I'm sure a lot of people they want to come over here and be in your position.
Right there, man. Pride, all sorts of ancillary. Yeah, I definitely do. I got tons of family back home. I got cousins that are scattered throughout, you know, the world, but the majority of my family is back home. And when I come out here, I am a first-generation immigrant, so I do represent my country in any movement that I make. I try and emulate the best light. And with my successes, I also have other plans futuristically to kind of like better and kind of build a bridge between one world and the next world. You know what I mean? Because traveling back there, that was a crazy experience, because I grew up here my whole life. So in the eyes of a Zimbabwean, I'm almost like American, you know what I mean? But to an American, it's clear cut that I'm African, you know what I mean? So being able to build the bridge between those two different type of worlds with musically, socially, personally is something that I definitely try and do in every day, and I'm going to try and do as I progress.
Now your latest project, DB Cooper, For people that don't know, D.B. Cooper hijacked a 727 in 1974.
Yes, sir.
Got a ransom for $200,000.
Yes, sir.
Parachuted from the plane. It was never seen again.
Yes,
and the crazy part was it's from Portland to Seattle.
Yep. That's really what got me. With that whole story, with the Sky Pirate tape, everything with the D.B. Cooper. I was watching the History Channel, and I seen it pop up, and I heard him talking about Portland to Seattle, and then it was the only person in the United States to ever successfully be a Sky Pirate. So right there, you know, really it initially started with the first single that's on there, the D.B. Cooper single, and then I got kind of like a couple plugins with some producers and production, so I ended up just making a whole little tape out of it, and just kind of worked out that way, man. It's been pushing well. I like it.
Now, you recently got back from tour in Texas. How did that come about?
Well, so the tour started, the CEO of the Get Money Stop Hating tour reached out to me on Twitter, and I think it was off Reverb or one of these social sites. He saw some of my music and stuff like that, and they were coming out here to Seattle. So he invited me out on there, and I mean, I've been doing my thing since then, so I've kind of progressed with them, moving forward from them. And I'm just taking a short little break to get back with the family, and then I'm about to hit the East Coast. In August, I'll be in New York on the 15th, in DC on the 23rd, and in Atlanta on the 4th, and a couple other little stops in between there, but those are ones I can think of off the top. So that's pretty much how that kind of shaped itself.
Do you feel as a Seattle artist, you get more love out of state than in Seattle?
It's two different types of love. Is really what it is. Because out of state, there is no backstory besides what is presented immediately. You know, they don't do the history of what it is. In state, there's a lot of support on a different level. You know, sharing things, or like hearsay, word of mouth, may conversate. They may view it, but they may not post it. You know what I mean? It's a different world. And being a city that doesn't have a very, like, how would you say it, industry forefront hip-hop scene, a lot of people don't really push everything that's underground. Different areas will push their own little area, and different people have clouts in different venues that have established, but there has yet to be that breakout. So going out of state has been, you know, amazing for me to kind of receive tons of love, to go into front of hundreds, 200 different type of people that are from out of states, and then just kind of appreciate what it is and build the networks like that. And it's almost like more solidified. There's a difference between fans and supporters that come with it. And when you're a hometown hero and you're back home, it's hard to convert supporters into fans, or do vice versa.
Tell the people the meaning of networking to you.
I think that networking is key and essential to any sort of success in this industry. If you in any industry, not just in the music industry, in any business, in order to be successful, you have to be able to expand, because the next man's gonna have whatever avenue you don't have, or you'll be able to shake a hand for someone else. And even if it's something minuscule, down the line, bridges that you build are it's always better to be able to move over the water. Yeah.
See, you can spit a verse for us, whatever. Off the dome, written, whatever.
A written verse or off the dome. And then we kick a little rhythm for you. Alright, fucking up the game since a toddler, call a ref. The baddest bras, they notice we a problem, we always fresh. It's 206, I move around the county of them kings, where them boys will pull your card if niggas acting like queens. They chasing chicks, trying to get them out they jeans. By Sunday night after balling all weekend out of fees. Nope, not me, never tricking off, rolling up and lifting off. Game crisscross to the hoop like Chris Paul. And it's fly life over sucker shit. Every time we with your bitch, she rolling tree and sucking dick. While you home alone, you jerking off, you sad as shit. Every time you kiss her on the mouth, I bet you tasting it. I've been a winner since titty milk was my dinner, and it won't ever stop, I'm staying hot, this is me. Them other boys is Sour Patch, you wet them up, they turning sweet. All them boys is weak, my team elite, we can't be beat. First class, nigga, fly life over sucker shit. R.I.P. my nigga Suave.
Right now, I'm chillin' in the sky. It's how we get down, get dough, and stay fly. In the hustle, all I know, I gotta get it. And I'm cruising in the earth like a 757.